Hi everybody, it's Leslie Burns of Gold Crown Events, just checking back in with you on event planning. We've talked about a lot of topics in the past few weeks and your questions are really great, so I ask you to keep them coming. Remember, you can always email me at info@goldcrowneventplanners.com, or you just reach out through here by leaving a message. Today we're talking about the importance of networking. Building a network when you first get started in any business is invaluable. You have to do it. So if you don't already have established contacts in your industry, then you need to get some, because this is a business that will be built by referrals. Business will come to you because of successful events that you plan for someone or for those who are in attendance seeing your events. So you have to build and you have to network. One of the ways that you can network is, first of all, making sure that you are professional at all times by having a business card. It doesn't have to be very businessy. It can just say your name, have a phone number, name, and your website, whatever, but it must have contact information so people will be able to get in touch with you later. If you have marketing material like a brochure for your business or a postcard or snapshots of your work or portfolio, those are great too, but those are for people who will become potential clients. Everyone you meet is not necessarily going to be a client. Maybe they will turn you on to someone or put you in touch with a client. But so you've got your card, you've got some information that you can give to someone when you meet them. Now you need to put yourself in a place where you're going to meet people. Some of the things that you can do in your various cities, you can look into your Chamber of Commerce. You can look into your convention center, look into your visitor and convention bureau. You can look into various places that actually throw events, that have or that host events that are networking. So look online in your city to see what is happening for the next week, for the next month, for the next quarter. You will always find that type of information on those various websites that I just mentioned, and then you can go. Many times the networking events are free. If they are not free, they are low cost, $5, $10, $20. You have to think about how often you're getting out to these events as to whether or not it makes sense to spend a lot of money. I usually try to go to only the free ones or the low-cost ones, because you're going to meet the same people after a while at some of these events. But the thing is, you want to be memorable. Make sure you're always dressed in a business attire or at least a business casual. Never go looking frumpy or dowdy, because in any way people, or if you've got some stains or something torn, it's probably better to skip the event, because people look at the image, they look at you, they look to see how you're dressed, how your hair looks, are your nails cleaned. That is a decision making thing that they do to determine whether or not they want to do business with you. So everything needs to be in order, and don't put on too much cologne or too much aftershave, too much perfume. That is not considered professional. That is used for when you're dating. But have a little on is fine to smell good, but don't have anything that's overpowering. People tend to shy away from that kind of thing. A lot of allergies. People just don't want to have that around them. So most networking events, though, are taking place in the evenings after the work hours. So if you left your home in the morning and you put on cologne or perfume, whatever has carried through the day should be sufficient. You don't need to reapply an extra dose or two, because that, again, is going to make it too strong. But anyway, make sure your breath is fresh. If you haven't already, freshened up with a little mouthwash or some gum or something, don't go in with the coffee breath or the shrimp that you just had, at dinner. Nice fresh breath, because you are going to be in close quarters with people and talking, and you want to make sure that, again, it's something that's welcoming and inviting and not repelling and deterring people away from you. But anyway, so you've found a couple events you want to go to. It's reasonable in your budget. You've got your business cards. You're looking right. You're smelling great. You walk in. Now, what do? Do not go find a seat and wait to be spoken to. Walk around. Go to people. When you see them standing alone, great time to go and talk to them. Walk up and say hi with hand extended to shake hands. My name is whatever your name is. Tell them, and then try to make some small talk. Oftentimes they will right away tell you their name, and they will have something to say as well. People are at these events to meet others. Now, it is kind of awkward as soon as you say, hi, my name is, let's say in my case, I'd say, hi, my name is Leslie Burns, and then I'm stuffing a business card in their hand. That is an awkward exchange. People do it all the time, and you have their card and they now have yours. But you've got to stop and take a look at the card. Read it. What does it say? What is this person's name? What is interesting about their card that you could possibly make conversation about? If someone gives you a business card and it says professional clown, come on, that's conversation worthy right there. Professional clown, wow, tell me about this. When do you do this? Where do you do it? How do you do it? That's a card that is memorable. That person is now going to be memorable. You need to have something on your card that is equally memorable. Even if you are a quote-unquote paper pusher, you want to make sure that when you give them your card, something jumps out at them about what you do or who you are. You can have any strange thing, any wonderful thing, any different thing, but remember, at these networking events, they're usually, large scale, especially things run by your city or Visitor and Conventions Bureau. They might have 100 people, 200, 500 people there. By the time someone walks around for 2 hours or an hour passing out their card, they've collected probably 40 cards. What's special about yours? So you just want to think about that when you're designing your card or what material you're going to give them. Also, too, once you finish networking that night, let's say you've walked up to 10 people, you've had 10 conversations, eight or six of them, have seemed interested in what you do. Now you want to make a mental note. When you go out to your car, you get home, you want to put those cards in a place that you will remember the next day to follow up. Call those people. Send them emails. Tell them it was nice meeting them. Thank you for your time. I'd love to use your services, or let's get together. Now, that's step 1 you did the night before. Now you need to follow up and move to step 2 and step 3, because networking is kind of like a layer cake. You put one layer, you add another layer, and then on and on and on. It's not just one and done. However, step 1 was done, which is hopefully a positive thing. So anyway, that's the importance of networking, because those contacts, if they don't already have or need the business, they might know someone who does. Make sure that when you follow up with them, when you talk with them, or even that night when you're first meeting them, ask for the business.